welcome back to Super Rockin' Siblings. I'm Dana.
And I'm Eddie.
And welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, it's a Saturday, so you know the rules. Story time. That's right, so you ready?
I was born a baby.
Okay then, so let's get started. So, once upon a time, there was this little girl in a small village. Her name was Nancy. What?
She had the beautiful voice
Of an angel. Don't worry, she does not sound like us. Anyway, every morning, so she's horrible. Every morning, Nancy would go out on her balcony, the balcony of her room, and start singing to her heart's content. And the villagers, it was a small town, so most of the villagers, they would come and gather under. She had a small audience, so she could sing to them and sing and sing and sing. Okay, so one day Nancy was wandering in the woods. Tell them what happened next. I'm so gentle.
She found a white castle. And she said, I love the color white and I love castles, so.
And I
yeah,
love
whatever.
exploring the ogre. He's literally having dinner right now.
I'm back.
Okay. How do you like the stewed beef? Anyway, let's get back to the story. So she was like, I like exploring, so okay, let me just go and check. Now, little did Nancy know that a huge bad witch was in there. Her parents never told her about it because they don't want her to get scared out of her. They didn't want to scare her. Because she's just a little girl. She's only 7 years old.
And she just wants to sing.
What? Stop!
Now I can't hear anything with my beautiful voice.
Okay, so she went inside, and while she was looking around, it was the most beautiful hall she had ever
she
seen.
heard
A shrill voice going, Megan, where is my supper?
And then
She was so scared, so she ran away from the voice, and then while she went in the kitchen and hid under the table.
She saw a lady cooking in
She
3 ovens.
Three stoves, that's
Yeah.
true. She peeked under the table and saw the lady, and a woman, she's a middle-aged woman, around her 30s.
And she was
cooking. She was sweating, and she was in a rush. She was like,
if I was her, I would sleep on the oven.
She was like, coming, madam. And she started cooking and cooking. Then she put some ham with mashed potatoes, peas, carrots, all this stuff.
A lot of things, and steak.
The steak, we already said the steak. And then she mixed up a bubbly juice and rushed to her madam. Now, Nancy was curious.
Yeah.
So, she followed her. No, she was not hungry. She was curious. How can you be hungry at a time like this? She followed her and peeked out of a column. Since the castle was so big, it had a ton of columns. She peeked and then saw the most beautiful lady she could have ever seen. She had soft skin. She had long, straight blonde hair. She was wearing a long wavy dress, the color of
reach the ground under the Mountain Everest.
She is not an armadillo.
What is an armadillo?
I do not know. I think it's in the animal with the shell. I think.
Oh yeah.
Or those ant suckers. She is not an ant sucker. She does not eat ants. I hope.
No, he's armadillo on the PG Max show.
What?
No.
Anyway, let's just get back to the story. Anyway, what happened is that she peeked and saw her beautiful skin, long beautiful hair. She was wearing a long wavy dress, the color of lilac, and she had bright blue eyes, just like me. But she had a stern look on her face. She was eating like this. She's not an animal, dude. She was, She was like, Nancy was like, I need 30 before that lady finished her steak. Because she was eating super slow.
And she waited 2 minutes.
And she was like, oh, come on, lady.
And then,
But she didn't say that in her head. But she said that in her head. She was so bored, she decided to go explore the castle while the witch was having her supper. She got up, Nancy, and started roaming the castles. It was so weird. On the first floor, she saw rooms. She decided to go into one. She tried it first. It is locked. She went to the second floor. That is where she saw a room full of mirrors. She was like, oh, why does the witch need all these? Why does the beautiful lady
like
need
her,
all
she
these
is a
mirrors?
rainbow. Then a square. Then a wobbly shape.
She was jelly.
And then she was water.
Different kinds of mirror, but at the end of the room, she saw a huge mirror. She was like, why does the lady need this mirror? Does she like to look at her beauty that much?
She saw.
I hate those people that will like their beauty. It is not nice to look at your beauty all the time.
And
She
then
went and she saw something. Herself. No effects, no jelly, no water, nothing. Just herself.
No brain.
What? So she was curious. Who is this lady and what is she? I don't know if she's human. I mean, what the...
Is she a wolf? I'm just kidding.
She went to the third floor. In that floor, yes,
She saw a garden.
a garden, a huge garden.
And she said, why would there be a garden in a huge castle?
How could they even grow?
How could it even
How?
be
There's no
rainbows?
sun. Yes, there were rainbows. I do not remember rehearsing that. There were rainbows, as he says, above them. And there was
Garden.
water. She was like, oh, there is no sunlight and no window.
Just one garden.
He was,
And
so she hid and started
this-
spying on him.
There was like a big garden, just one garden.
Then she started wondering to herself, how is this possible? There is no sun, there are no windows. How do the plants survive? And how does one gardener keep them all fresh? They look so delicious and fresh. How are they alive?
Are they magical?
Oh, magic. Mama always told me that there is no such thing. But I am sure she is lying.
Told me that my voice is magical. But I never believed that.
Because magic is real, but it is not my voice.
But
I mean,
this voice, beautiful voice.
Then
Animal is animal. But
Yeah.
it's not magical.
Of course it's not. They wouldn't take an expert to figure that out.
Oh, damn you!
Okay, so anyway, she saw it. She was like, I don't know what to believe anymore. So she turned and walked, but while walking, she accidentally stepped on a branch. The gardener turned and saw her. But she actually died before he grabbed her. He was not a person. He had two eyes, one here, and his skin was super green with scales all over it, and his arms were claws. Now, she didn't notice this because his back was turned. His back is like a normal person with red hair, but when he turned, his red hair came till here, which is creepy.
Like a wolf. The mysterious wife of the universe.
She was like,
I am death from my beautiful death. Well,
okay. I mean, if he saw a wolf, he would pass out before the wolf. If the wolf was 10 feet
Who
away.
told you that? You would do that.
Your afraid of movies.
Okay, that's not it.
Okay.
Now the first.
No.
Oh.
Shh. So she stepped on a twig, and that monster looked.
But then she did.
No, she's not a scaredy cat like you. Okay. And then, bam! Told you you were scared. So we are going to be doing a part 2 of the story because it is so freaking awesome that we actually have to make a part 2.
We are not going to do this video 100 hours. I'm just kidding, just 2 hours of course.
We would run out of breath and ideas.
And mostly sleeping until your dreams. I am a beautiful. Like you would say, I love you.
Okay guys, so that has been it for today's video. We hope you liked this video. If you did, like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Stay tuned
for our video.
Stay tuned for more videos. We'll see you in our next video. Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.